All right, welcome everyone to segment 3 of the USA1 U26 semifinals. This segment we'll be watching Zheng versus Zheng versus Wan. Wan, of course, having the sizable advantage, but obviously two quarters of bridge to play. And joining us in commentary first, let me introduce Joe Grue. He is one of the best bridge players alive today. He has won the Bermuda Bowl in 2017, many top NABC plus finishes, including recently he won the Vanderbilt in 2023, and he won the Blue Ribbon Pairs, a record-setting, if I'm not mistaken, 3 out of 4 years in a row from 2015 to 2018. Welcome, Joe. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Happy to be here.
Yep, and also joining us, of course, Adam Kaplan. He's a former USBF Junior. Now he is a mentor for the program. He was mentoring in Atlanta a couple of days ago to help everyone prepare for this Junior Trials. Speaking of Junior Trials, he is basically Mr. USBF Junior Trials. He's won this event basically on multiple times. He's a USA1 Junior veteran. He has won multiple junior events, getting first place multiple times. He is one of the primary voices of the USBF Twitch channel, one of the best commentators we have in the bridge scene today. And at one point, he also had the record for the youngest live master alive, actually shattered by one of the people we were watching in this match today. Welcome, Adam.
Thanks. Joe's a tough act to follow, but
Wait, who's the youngest life master right now?
It might have been. It's one of the people in the U21 match, I think.
The youngest life master now is like an 8-year-old.
Wow.
I wasn't even close. Now I've been shattered.
You were like 10 and some change, right?
Yeah, I think. Oh, Andrew Chen, I believe.
Yes, I think that's.
So Andrew Chen.
Yes,
yeah, he's playing the U16, and Richard Zheng at one point, who is north of this table, held the record.
Exactly. He broke mine. He broke my record originally.
That's what I thought. Richard broke yours. I couldn't. Yes. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Got it.
And then so Andrew Chen, I believe, holds the record now, at least according to Wikipedia. But
you can trust Wikipedia sometimes.
Yeah, every now and then.
So a bad split in 4 spades.
So the north-south pair is the pair leading this one, or no?
The north-south pair's T is Juan at the main table.
Got you.
So okay. Richard and Brent are team 1, Wasish and Tom are
team Jacob and Cornelius are Richard's and Brent's team.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
So I thought. Cool.
It's interesting here that in the play-in 4 spades, Declarer can kind of see that he is probably home if he doesn't lose 3 trump tricks and the ace of hearts, which rates to be onside after the overcall. So it's maybe questionable whether we want to be leading the queen of spades from dummy versus trying to reach our hand.
Yeah, but if you lead spade to the queen, then you might lose to stiff king and get I guess no, but he has no. You might lose to stiff king, get a ruff, and then go over to the ace of hearts. So I guess like what you're saying is on a diamond lead. Did they lead a diamond? I assume.
Yeah, they lead a stiff diamond. There was a 2-diamond overcall.
Yeah, sure. I say that. I'm sure that 2 spades is non-forcing by them if he jumped to 3 spades. So if he let the 1 diamond win in his hand and let a spade to the queen, let's say, and it lost to stiff king, they would give a diamond ruff, go over to the ace of hearts, and then get another ruff with the 10 of spades. So there is risk.
Right.
There's definitely risk to leading low spade to the queen. But as Adam's saying, you could lead ace of spades. I mean, that's like, hope it's stiff 10 or stiff king on your right. But low spade has a ton of danger, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like if you're going to do it, you almost need to play hearts first, which is messy. So
you're totally content losing 2 spades in the ace of hearts. That's for sure. You just don't want to lose. You don't want to lose 3 spade tricks, basically. But you're not home. You have a club finesse to lose too, so that might not win. So what happened? 9 tricks. So how many boards ahead? What board is let's see if I can figure this out. Board 32 there, board 32 there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, board 32 at both tables.
They're
so
both
watching the faster table.
Yeah, we'll be seeing boards 31 through 45 this segment.
Cool. And this is the third out of 4 segments. Is that the idea?
That is correct.
Right.
And at the other table, we can see they played a small spade from basically a similar start, a stiff diamond lead. They won the ace. Now they played a small spade instead of the queen, and Righty showed out, so they just inserted the jack instead.
Yep. Yeah, whatever. At that point, you might just play ace and a spade. But yes, it doesn't. They're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, with the spades being this bad, and them already having the rough ready to go.
You're probably, yeah. I think the biggest concern is on all these hands is you're not concerning yourself with 5-0 unless it's easy to pick it up. If spades are 5-0, you're just trying to make sure you pick up on all the 4-1s that you want to pick up on. You don't want to do something that you had it made when spades are 4-1. So
Yeah.
queen's reason.
And so on 33 and on our sort of main table here, it looks like Declare has 7 obvious winners in 3-0, and depending on the lead and how friendly things get, might be able to get up to 8.
I mean, you would think
9.
they're going to lead. That hand's on lead. Wow. Oh, they made a good lead.
Yeah. So they did well. Even if the opponent's 1-0 didn't necessarily deny 4 spades,
Sure.
if the partner does have a 5-card suit, it's
Absolutely. And so what systems? Oh, sorry, Diamond. What system is East West playing? They're just playing a natural system, and
They're playing a Jor 1 system. North South are playing a strong club with relays.
strong club with relays, a diamond is 2+ type thing. And then at the other table, what do Cornelius and Jacob play?
Cornelius and Jacob are playing they're playing Jor 1, but they're also playing it with Walsh transfers and some other stuff.
So do they open a club with like four diamonds and 2 clubs probably or something?
They open club. So they can open a diamond with balanced hands in the 12 to 14 range or whatever their 1-0 rebate range is. But with the 18 to 19 equivalent, they open a club.
Always. So 2 no rebids, they always open a club. 1 no rebids, they typically just open a diamond or whatever their more natural minor is. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Then you can compete to 3 of a minor much easier. When your partner, if you're playing strictly where like 1 and 2 no rebids are all opening a club, now your partner's guessing when the opponent's bid to 2 spades whether they're guessing how to compete. But here they take that out of there. So like whenever they're going to figure out their partner doesn't have a 2 no rebid, and they're going to think their partner's pretty natural for the club.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of, even in a transfer Walsh style, of still having the minors be having a club be a little bit more real.
Yeah.
I even putting all the 17-19s in a club is like a little.
It's also a little scary. It's hard.
Right,
it's hard to
it's
evaluate.
good, but
when you rebid 2-0 and your partner's got 4 or 5 card minor and 10 points, they want to make a slam try, but only if that's your minor. They want to hey, I got a little stuff.
Really hard. Yeah.
The other table
actually, right? Like I normally give up on a little bit of that, and I just say that at least hands with 5 diamonds can still open a diamond or rebid 2-0. It's not perfect because we lose the ability to handle one of the Rich World Death hands, but I kind of I'll trade that off for knowing a little bit more about the minors.
The spade suit is blocked.
So it goes duck, duck, gray duck. So duck, duck, and spades. In Minnesota, it was duck, duck, gray duck. Everywhere, Minnesota and Wyoming. Everywhere else, it's duck, duck, goose, I think.
Yep, that is correct.
So spade, duck, duck, and now Declare's going to be like, well, they don't know exactly how to go. Spade of the 10, jack, spade. Spade of the 10, jack of spades. It's weird not to play the king under the jack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway.
Me?
Oh, and South is going to be under a bit of pressure here, right? They have basically everything else. So, at some point on this hand, they're going to.
So let's say Declare can see all the cards. I mean, they got 3 clubs, 3 diamonds is 6, a spade is 7, and a heart is 8. Oh, sorry, they don't even have a heart. They just know where they have to play the ace of hearts at some point. That's interesting. If he played the king of spades, maybe they would have won it. But you needed to play this hand from west, get a club lead from 10-4, and then start with 4 club tricks. Now you're up to 8 tricks, and then do something smart in the end. Maybe in play the person with the jack of diamonds, they'll lead away from the king of ace of hearts, something like that.
Right.
Something like that.
But it is interesting. They won the second spade. Maybe they worked out what was going on in the spade suit.
Weird. Spade of the 10, jack of spades back. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, I mean, either they're like 4-4, or maybe they're blocked. So.
Yeah. Seems like everybody's going to go down. The other table had the 5 of spades also.
Nice lead.
The only way, it's just, the only way you're going to make, you're basically never going to make it, I don't think, without a club help.
Oh,
South pitch to hard. What is that? How does that change?
Interesting choice. I mean, South Declare was kind enough to play a round of diamonds first to kind of tell them what was going on, in that one's partner follows to the diamond. Now South knows that they don't need their 5th diamond, at least, so they can definitely
pitch the
afford
king of spades, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a winner, right? And you know, even though it blocks the suit, you know, it's already too late for that in some sense. You know, we've already kind of.
So diamond to the dummy and play the 9 of spades.
Not hard, it's over, right?
Well, if he plays the 9 of spades, he wins it. So they have 2 spades. They would have 2 spades. What's he going to do?
Oh my god!
Well, I mean, he has to do it at that point. He's just trying. He thinks he's putting him in with the king queen of spades. He's just trying to go down like 1 or something. But watch. I mean,
when South pitched the queen of hearts, the declarer was actually could have made this.
But right? No, isn't he still down? So 4.
No, because if he played a heart rather than
but right now he wins the spade. They just return a diamond, right?
And he wins the diamond and drives a heart, and he wins
the jack hearts and drives the diamond. Look at this, only 2 diamonds, king 10. So he's still only got 8 as long as he plays back diamonds right now, which is probably what Brent was thinking. No.
I mean, he still makes, right?
He can't make it now, but he could have made it if instead of playing a spade, he had to play heart to the king.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like once South pitched the heart, it was over.
He did not think it was king 3rd of spades and queen jack 10 5th. He thought it was king queen 4th and something. He thought he was just trying to hold down the under tricks, the East player. He wasn't thinking he can ever make the hand. You know, he's thinking he's off 3 spades and some stuff. Like I promise you, he didn't think he was making when he played a spade. Now, but Declare's just gonna play diamond. He's figured that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little suspicious when they pitch the queen of hearts. Like, you know, what is that from? Right? Yeah. They're not going to do that from queen jack 3rd or something. They probably started with, and they're not going to do it from ace queen tight. They probably have ace queen jack.
So for the record, if South did not pitch the queen of hearts, let's say he pitched, he had to pitch the king of spades to give himself a chance. But if he pitched a diamond, Declare can just play.
If
he pitched a diamond, Declare can cash diamonds and lead a heart, I guess, right? And now
he'll get end played once, but not twice, right? Like he'll get end played for 1 trick to bring Declare to 8, but not 9. It was the queen of hearts wound up basically gave Declare an extra trick in addition to the end play, right? It was giving Declare like the 10 of hearts on the 3rd round of the suit or something, in addition to either, you know, a heart or a diamond trick via end play. So he really had to just pitch a diamond, you know, as much as we make fun of idle 5ths, you know, sometimes it's the right thing to do, right?
Yep. Also, it was nice. I think the main table we saw spade to the 10 and the jack of spades returned. Over here, North returned the 7 of spades, and that forced South to play the king. So now the spade suit is not blocked by 4s.
So Adam, if he pitched a diamond from jack 5th, Declare plays a spade. Diamond and the plays a spade, and now he wins it. What does he do?
Now I guess he does get
ace queen jack and jack 3rd. He now plays. I'm saying that his only play is to pitch the king of spades. He pitched the queen of hearts and it worked because Declare did not think this was going on. But had he pitched a diamond, it would just been so obvious what's going on. You know what I mean? Like he had to pitch the king of spades and make Declare think that he was down, pitched a spade from king queen, you know, and now make Declare play a spade and his partner just runs spades.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean,
he was making, so
yeah, fair.
You know, and he pitched the queen of hearts, they should be making too. So.
Yeah. Right. I feel like the queen of hearts definitely gives away what's going on.
It's for sure.
The diamond is neutral-ish, but probably Declare will go right.
I like pitching the king of spades. I mean, nobody has any idea. You didn't unblock the king of spades in the 2nd round of spades, which is weird to me. But it would actually be really cool because it really makes it look like you've just pitched a spade from king queen 4th, and now they really, you know. Too good, too hot. They play one heart, one nose a game. No, they play one heart, one nose in the other table. One heart, one. Oh, because they're white red, maybe. Yeah, they're white red, so they chose not to game force. Maybe do they open light? I guess Jacob and his partner. I guess so.
Also,
Probably.
they play this as forcing, not semi-forcing.
Sure, but like if you like, let's say you treated the West hand as a game forcing hand with ace, ace, king, and like 6-4. Most people would, but you wouldn't bid a forcing no trump with it. You would bid 2 clubs, right? So if you're choosing to bid a no trump with a forcing hand, it would probably be like a hand. I don't think they're ever going to have game forcing hands when they bid a no trump for starters. I think they're going to 2/1. I think he just decided that white red they probably open a lot of 10-point hands and stuff like that he just chose not to like game force with a stiff heart.
Yeah, so I'm really not a fan of this pass of 3-0 from Jacob here on his auction. If with a long suit where you sort of it's a slow, they're slow winners. Those suits tend to play a lot better as trump rather than in 3-0 a lot of times, unless partner has those missing honors, right? So like here, right, it is, especially when he doesn't have any side aces. Right, because 3-0, the opponents are going to lead their long suit, and right, like you kind of you're going to have to rip 9 right now, otherwise you're dead.
It's right? Analogous to Brad and me. We have when we open a week 2 bid and our partner bids 2-0. No matter which week 2 bid we've opened, diamonds, hearts, or spades, we play that 3-0 says we have a suit that's runnable opposite too little, so it's always headed by the ace queen jack or ace king jack, something like that. Occasionally ace king queen, but like, so it's the same kind of thing. He doesn't have a suit headed by the ace, so he can never run the suit. Basically, his partner doesn't have ace and 1, right? Like, so he's never running the suit, and he has no side aces, like you pointed out. So if he had like king queen jack 7th and the ace 3rd of spades and and the ace of diamonds, if he wanted to pass 3-0 with that, it looks like a decent chance to take 9 tricks, right? You have a lot of controls. You can set up hearts. It's a combo. You want to have a suit that can run opposite a stiff or too little, or you want to have a bunch of quick tricks.
Right, exactly, and this is kind of the worst of both worlds here, where not only are we going to have to lose a trick to set up our heart suit, but we also even once we've done that, we still only have sort of 6 toppers, and still might need to drive out another ace. So this sort of hand just screams playing in a suit country.
I'm sure the reason he passed 3-0 is because he figured he had already stretched a lot. And he's like, screw it. My best chance of making a game is 9 tricks. I mean, I'm sure that's what went through his head. He's like, he had some crappy 14 and he bid 3 hearts. I'm sure that's why he passed. I'm not saying it's strong logic, but I'm sure I can see myself doing that occasionally when I think I've already stretched. Whenever 3-0's in the game, I want to rather play 3-0 because it's just usually easier to take 9 tricks.
Yeah, but I think it's more about the sort of the hand type here.
Oh, I agree. I'm saying he made a mistake, but I'm saying that's the only thing, because it's not like he doesn't want to play hands too. Like, he'd be very happy to bid 4 hearts. You know what I mean? He just felt like fuck. Sorry, excuse me. He felt like screw it. Like I've already been too aggressive. I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right, and the other room is playing 4 hearts and looks
hearts, and they're about to make it.
They're on a run, man. The minute I sat down, this what's their team name, or do they just go? What do they go by?
Zheng.
Oh, sorry, sorry, my vision's so bad. So it's Juan versus Zheng. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Jen.
And since this is nominally a Georgia Tech stream, we are somewhat obliged to root for Zheng, since there are 3 Georgia Tech players.
I thought
on
you told me it was okay to curse. It's gonna happen accidentally. That's for sure.
Yes.
So show up squeeze incoming.
Looks like it.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
Boom, boom. Show up squeeze or just finesse the other person. I mean, is it show up squeeze? I mean, like, let's say the other guy had queen 4th of diamonds. It's yeah. If the queen of diamonds was in the hand with 4 little, there'd be no squeeze, right? You'd have to actually.
Oh, never, not anymore. We pitched all the clubs.
He pitched all but they both pitched all. Oh no, yeah, he pitched them all. But it's like, you don't know where the queen. You know what I mean? If the hand with the queen of diamonds on your left with the clubs had 4 diamonds, if you knew they had 4 diamonds, then it's a show up squeeze. But let's say diamonds are 3-3, it's not a show up because the guy in the bottom can save clubs, the other one can save diamonds. Like, you don't know you don't know what's going to work. Like, if the guy has the queen of diamonds with the clubs, that's fine. But what if he doesn't? There's no squeeze, right? Like, the other guy can just sit there and hold diamonds while you hold clubs.
Well, and in fact, as it was, he sort of had a decent count on the hand.
Yeah, I didn't watch
where
I would just finesse the guy who had more diamonds. I would
right. Well, that's kind of what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
he kind of knew that North had more diamonds, so probably he did well not to play the last trump, because then if he was wrong, now he was going down, right? So that was a good choice.
Yeah, if he wants to finesse, he has to not cash the last trump. That's for sure.
Exactly. But he decided not to finesse at all, and
it's way more fun to squeeze people. Everybody, if somebody's in 6-0 and they can play for the hand behind them to have the queen of something and be squeezed, or they can just finesse the other person. Every expert plays for the squeeze, unless they know it's percentage to the other one. I'm just saying, whenever
there was a cool hand when we were doing the junior training stuff. The last one of the days where there was a 6-0, where basically you get down to this position where you have to decide, do you play for the squeeze or finesse, and you have a full count on the hand, and you know that North the person who you'd be finessing has started with 5 of them and their partner started with 3.
So, to me, I'm way over the squeeze thing, but if you would probably find a lot of people that still want to squeeze them.
There were plenty. There were plenty, and they were duly punished.
Yes.
So
I usually just look at one of the players and I just say, I'm going to finesse you.
Yeah.
And that's a theme that did famously come up a few years ago in the finals for under 26 USA2.
Yeah. It was Hongxi who was declaring, right? And I think it was Sam Amer, and who else was defending?
I'm not sure who he was playing with, but yeah, it was Grand Slam on the last board.
Yep.
Spade pass and no trump double. Pass 2 clubs. Pass 2 hearts. All right.
Pass. Pretty disappointing dummy that you'll catch here, but
the 2 club hitter should definitely pass.
Yes.
Yep.
But he's like, wait a second, I have 5 clubs. You sure you don't want to play clubs?
Yes,
I don't think he's thinking about betting 3 hearts. This is all I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
The only thing I'd be considering is 3 hearts, but I would never do it. But that's the only partner couldn't double and jump or something.
Right. Like even if you put one of your spades in the heart suit, I think it's still now we're getting close. Right?
No, but also this auction, a spade pass and no trump, the opponents are favorable, right? So you have to remember that you have to be a little more aggressive. So with everything, you have to overcall a little more aggressive, because they could just have an 11 count opposite a 0 count or something like that. So you have to do everything a little more aggressive. So you're going to double and bid hearts with 17 counts that you make. You know what I mean? Like you're going to just do things a little more amped up because you're afraid they're going to steal from you. So, you have to give your partner some leeway if you're West, be like, hey, he doubled the game. He had, as it was, what do you have? 21 count, 5, 8, 12, 22, 7, 8, 11, 12, 17, 20. Sorry. But as it was, he had 20 points, but he could have had less, could have had less. Although it could have been, no, it's West and South, I assume, in the same room. So if there's hesitations in the bidding, they're together, or do we see every bid as it happens?
I think we see every bit as it happens, but they don't.
But they don't. Well, they don't.
There's a virtual screen that separates Northeast and Southwest. South and West are at a table together in one room, and North and East are at a table together in another room. Sort of similar to how the open trials usually are.
By the way, I didn't even notice Brent. It went a spade pass and no trump double, and he passed.
I was about to ask about that.
We should be discussing that more than. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad bid or anything. I'm just saying we should be discussing that more than anything else. I didn't even notice it. He's 5'5".
I missed this.
Diamonds. Imagine it just went spade pass and no trump double pass, which is not so shocking. You've opened with 10 points. The other guy's shown short spades. The guy behind you might just have queen jack 5 of spades and a king, and be like, well, you go ahead and make 180 if you want, but I have nothing to bid. So you don't want your partner trapped there, not knowing what to do. I can see not bidding when it goes to spade pass and no trump double and you have a 5-4-3-1 hand. I would typically not bid, Yeah.
No, I mean, I usually I go out of my way to bid on the 2 level here when I'm 5-5.
Well, when you're 5-5,
always. I think 5-4, a very suity 5-4, maybe. But,
I bid if I have a good 4-card suit typically. But.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the big danger and the thing that we're worried about here is, that partner's stuck having to decide whether to play one no double, then doesn't know or doesn't realize that we actually have this nice diamond fit maybe on the side.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, especially when you have a stiff heart, it's so likely to go 2 hearts over double, and it goes past you. Now you're bidding 3 diamonds. I mean, you pretty much have to. But why? You'd rather have just stuck in a 2 diamond bid the first time.
Right. It feels bad.
Yeah.
How do you even play 2 hearts at this? How do you even play 2 hearts? It was a spade lead to the ace and then a heart by Richard, and Tom elected to play ace king of hearts, and now he's kind of stuck.
Yeah, I mean, I would just play low on the heart. I don't know. He played for specifically queen and 1 in the other hand. He also knew a ruff was coming. Okay, I see what he did. He played for queen hearts 3-3 or and stop them from just giving a spade ruff and maybe like gather a couple tricks later. But I mean,
yeah, I feel like I would just win the ace of hearts and play a diamond out of my hand, make them lead hearts at me, right?
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to win like the 9 diamonds, or they're going to win a diamond. Presumably, South will win the diamond. In this hand, they can't, but they'd win a diamond and like just give a spade ruff, and then
and put another heart,
then lead another trump. So
yeah. No, I mean, like you can kind of see that that's what's going to happen, but it still feels like you let them do that and sort of work from there, and maybe you'll be able to dump them in with a 4th diamond or something.
Yeah.
Cyrus, is the other table stuck, or is Jacob still in the tank? Because he's been in the tank for a while.
He's in the tank. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
We'll call a spade a spade. Jacob's a thinker.
In the tank.
Yes. He's not frozen.
Okay.
Bad connection on BBO. All right, what's going to happen here? So, how many tricks does he have? So I have to figure out how to look at that. I forget about how Lubbert. So north south has 4 tricks. They're going to lose a heart and 2 more diamonds. Probably.
Yeah, at an initial glance at least.
Yeah, down 2.
And right, they'll get the king of clubs, queen of diamonds, and another heart. So
Jacob's table probably went spade over.
So I can tell. I was paying attention to that. So the lead was.
Well, it had to go spade to the ace, club to the ace, club duck to the king, and queen of diamonds. They must have won the ace. No, sorry, what happened? You can tell me then.
Yeah. So it was ace of clubs in another.
Oh, he let ace of clubs on the go, not a spade. I see. That's what's happened. Ace of clubs, club, queen of diamonds. They won it.
On the ace. Now it's spade to the ace, and now the club has been played, and now Jacob's in the tank.
Yeah. And he played a low club because he knows his partner probably has 1 trump, and like it's good. Jacob's an interesting problem. He might ruff ace and play king of diamonds, ruff a diamond. Not crazy. Like just if you ruff 8, you're gonna get over ruffed, and they return it. Oh, those 2 trumps on dummy. I don't know. You could ruff 8. If he ruffs 8
to the main table.
If he ruffs 8, he plays king of diamonds, ruff a diamond. Not so easy.
Ruff a club. No, you can't ruff a
club. I'm not. I mean, if he's pretty sure that South is out of clubs, and if he pitches a diamond on the club, then he only needs to take 1 diamond ruff. So even if they're and for that matter, if they do make a mistake and play a trump at that point, right? Then
no, they're going to give a spade ruff. They're going to give a spade ruff, probably, right?
Well, he could pitch a spade too.
Yeah, I was considering that the most.
Well, let's say he pitches a spade, lets the guy ruff. And what's the guy going to do? He's going to play the queen of spades, and he'll discard a diamond now. I see.
Yeah.
Might be still better off. He at least knows the guy's 5-5.
Oh.
You have to forget, he knows the guy's 5-5 because he bid 2 diamonds.
Yeah.
And he let ace clubs club. He knows he's got a stiff heart, probably.
Yeah, so he's going with the king of diamonds diamond.
I think he probably chose a pretty normal line, I gotta tell you.
Mm-hmm.
King of diamonds, ruff a diamond, club, ruff at the king, ruff a diamond. That's
and then a club ruff with the jack.
That's what
and then you get out, and they have to give you another heart.
He's gonna play a club and ruff at the king, I think.
Yeah. But that's okay because he'll be able to. He can play club ruff with the king, diamond ruff with the 10, and that's okay. Like,
He's gonna get a
So
read. When he roughs a diamond with the 10, he's gonna know whether the guy's got the queen or not. Well, he's gonna under rough or he just knows. He knows.
right. I mean, today actually, I guess roughing with the king is fatal because this is getting over roughed, right?
Yeah, he's down one. He's just gonna over rough queen, play 7 of hearts. Yeah.
Right, but if he roughed 8, is he?
He would have made it if he roughed 8.
No,
he wouldn't have.
Oh,
no, it didn't matter.
Oh no, no. Now he's actually in the game because he under roughed.
The guy just had to over rough. It's okay.
Right, exactly, because his 7, 6, 5 of hearts all of a sudden were very big cards.
But he would assume he thinks it's 7, 6, 5, 3, 3, 2. But he'll still. Oh my god. Yeah, now he can
play.
Right
now he. But
if he played a club and roughed with he had the guy who could have played the 5 and the 2. What's he gonna do?
Right. So now he thinks that it's. Well, but if he over 8 and south.
Oh, he could pitch a spade, and now when they lead a low heart, he'll play low.
Right, exactly. That's
cool.
That's the
cool hand.
Yeah. Like it sure looks like South has the Queen of Hearts now.
North had 100% play, but he didn't realize it. Obviously, it's not everybody can see all that. But if he pitches the King of Spades, it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm saying he had to get the read. The guy did under rough pretty fast, but it's the kind of thing where you usually know whether they're considering over roughing or not. Right. Like if they're down to all 5 little hearts, they have to just follow suit, And if they think for any amount of time, they have to have the queen. Yeah.
And he pitches to king.
To his credit, he did it quickly. I'll give him that. He didn't figure out he had the automatic play earlier, but he made the other play later. Made the other good play later. That's funny, but it will tilt. It's going to tilt.
Right. No, I mean, this was an investment by North.
It's going to tilt.
He got the trick back, and he got them a little tilted. So, what's not to like, I suppose. And I guess we missed board 36.
Somebody made 140.
It was a 1 spade, 1 no, 2 spades. It was a pretty flat hand.
Okay.
At least the play looked flat. I think it was like ace of diamonds, ace of
hearts.
hearts lead.
7 of diamonds? Yeah, it is 7, 10. We'll see if it's tilted. Oh, come on now. 1 no? No 1 no?
No 1 no? Very disappointing. I probably would give it 1 no, especially in third.
No. They presumably have the stronger team. You should basically be playing down the middle the whole time.
Yes.
But I think
opening 1 no.
But that's not how life works. Even if you have the stronger team, sometimes some people can't help it. But Jacob's pretty sound. I'll say that. Spade, 2 diamonds, 2 spades.
So it's interesting with the East hand at the other table on 37, right? This 14 count 4 3 4 2 4 or 3 4 4 2, right? Over 3 spades. I would be pretty tempted to take an action, whether that's double or 3 no.
Well, I think with King Queen third of spades, if you're going to bid, you should bid 3 no. But
right, exactly.
It's not easy. If I had King third of spades, I would double in a 14 count. Yeah. But I don't think definitely not double.
It's like
I vote.
Right. With King Queen third, I can't
pass. I vote 3 no and pass are right there with each other. Partner's not a passed hand, but they're red. I think pass is right, but I can understand bidding 3 no. If the colors are different, I would bid 3 no. But when they're red and we're white, I might go plus 200 on a hand where I may or may not make 3 no, right? I also could go for a number by bidding 3 no. So
absolutely. Yeah, I think it's close. I'm a passer of these colors.
Yeah, if you're making 3 no, you're going plus versus 3 spades, and 3 no is only 400 points. So
right, it's imps. So
equal red, I might bid 3 no because now the ace of spades, equal red is like you get 600 if you make it.
Yeah.
It's nice,
right? Basically it's really close one way or the other.
Yeah.
Today I think, I think he made the right choice at these colors and in this situation, but it's a kind of a classic problem hand where you have this sort of minimum or middling type hand where you have a bunch of values in their suit and it could easily be right to bid. So let's see, how is he going to do in 3 spades though?
A
spade and a club.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so it looks like he's 1 down, right?
Yeah,
looks like he's got 8.
Yeah. Right, the same 8 that he came with.
I predict the same auction at the other table.
Mm-hmm. The only thing to point out is that
that's not true. I actually predict. Oh no, he's not a passed hand. If West was a passed hand, I would reopen double.
Yes,
but they're not.
Right.
You know,
they
trapping. You can get 8 or 1100 on hands where partner just has the biggest hand ever. And once in a while, you know, partner bids 4 hearts and you go for a number. But other than that, like if partner passes, you're happy if you're a passed hand. Your partner bids a minor, you're really happy. If partner bids 3-0, you're happy too. You're much happier than partner bidding 4 hearts. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But the big thing is you can just collect 500 like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. And do they lead a heart, or do they? Is that right?
The hearts were gone early. I didn't watch it. So here we go. 3 spades in the other room. Jacob.
Yeah, because I mean, on a low heart lead, it's if declarer guesses right to put in the 8 or play low as they should, right? West actually has kind of a tricky problem, right? Do they put in the queen, which is necessary when partner is led from king 4th of hearts and declarer is Jack Doubleton, or do they duck it and sort of block the heart suit so that declarer can't get to dummy?
I believe what happened was they inserted the ace in trick 1, but I mean we need to check that again.
I see.
Because they wanted to take the immediate spade finesse.
He was hoping for 1 or 2 spades on side to make his contract.
Yeah, but even still, there's not necessarily a rush to do that here.
Sure.
Right?
He led the 4, I assume. So let's see. Could it be queen? We can't have queen jack 5.
It might have been the 3. They might be playing 4th best, I forget.
They can't be 5-2. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably play low and then a heart back and then decide whether I wanted to finesse. I would always be exactly. If I went heart queen really fast, I'd be scared they had queen jack. I'll say that.
Definitely. You know? But yeah, because I mean, like on the actual hand, you know, you're cold. Heart, right?
Yeah, you're cold. Yeah, you're cold on a heart lead. Mm-hmm. Gib would say you're cold on a heart lead.
Yes, but Jacob did well. He started with the queen of clubs rather than a heart. So you know that got it encouraging.
To me, that's interesting because when you got like 2 trump tricks, I wouldn't be thinking queen of 1, but it was a big winner.
Yeah, I might consider low from queen of 1, but just
I mean, I would have let a heart in a half a second. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
and that's a hesitation. I would.
So look at this though. Cornelius won the king of clubs and then returned the 10. So you could forgive Jacob for being a little confident that Cornelius has the king of hearts and not the king of diamonds now.
Yeah, but he might. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but he was just trying to be deceptive. He was just trying to.
He might have just been playing the cards he's known to hold.
He's just protecting his partner's jack clubs. That's all. Which he didn't have. That's all. He was trying to scoop up the 8 of spades or something. His partner had like some small spade.
Yeah, but he had king jack 10 5th, right? Partners led the queen. Yep. So the club that we win and the club that we return should be suit preference.
They are typically, but if you're trying to just deceive declare into roughing low, you would do exactly how he did. If all you want to do is suit preference, you play king jack clubs, or if you had a heart card. If that's what you
right, exactly.
You could have won the 10 clubs and then played the king, but then you're like. You're not 100% squealing the jack clubs because partner did lead the queen, but who would ever play the 10 without the jack? So, you know, anyway.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
He made the.
I thought that declarer had ran the 7 of spades, but I guess from declarer's remaining spades, maybe I'm wrong.
No, he probably did 7 of spades.
Right, yeah. But if they ran the 7 of spades and partner won like the king, then
yeah,
exactly.
Now we're not in the game on that.
Exactly.
But. Yeah.
I mean, it might not be right in that. You're right in this hand. I think but I can understand you want to protect partners like deceptive queen of clubs lead. You know.
Yes. Right. Exactly. And in which case you have sort of forced plays rather than going out of your way to give suit preference. So.
And look at this hand. It's another exciting hand. 1 note, 3 diamonds, vulnerable. And I think North South are making 3 of a major with the king of spades on side.
Yeah, I mean it seems that they just have 4 losers. So, right, a diamond, a heart, and 2 clubs.
I wonder if there's some layouts in which maybe you can, what do you call it, play club of today's in another club, and maybe West might have to give it rough and slough if you've already played 3 spades and a heart. And let's say you've gotten rid of the diamonds.
Yeah, very, very possibly. Because West has King 10, they can't
Oh,
really
yeah,
get
that's
out of their
even better.
way, right? They could,
Yep.
they can unblock the king, but then,
They have
on the
to- they
next
have to
round they
finish-
still have
yep.
the 10 left, and partner still can't overtake that. So it's possible here, I guess, that with spades 3-3, Declarer might actually be able to make 4 if the defense doesn't get clubs going early.
Diamonds.
But the defense needs to get clubs going early, right?
Mhm.
What's the score?
And-
What's the score?
Which I don't know. Maybe they heard me or something, but it seems very strange. Partner having bid 3 diamonds, I had to lead from Queen 4th of clubs here, but it will save him an overtrick at least today.
Very nice lead.
And interestingly, in the other room, we see that Cornelius is shooting out 3-0, looking at his stiff ace of hearts and 7 diamonds.
And look at that 4 hearts bid over there.
Yeah. I mean, it's very reasonable. It looks like a double fit now, potentially,
Yep.
right?
He's just
I have
saving.
4 clubs. I'm favorable. I have slow hearts. I kind of like it.
He's hoping his partner's got 5 clubs, which they don't. How did they do in hearts? You guys have already analyzed that part.
Well, they have to
technically
be
it's
very
down to
careful
1.
not to let them make 4 hearts.
They have to lead clubs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And you cannot even
Which
unblock the
they
king,
did in the
king
other
10.
room against 3. Shockingly, maybe they thought
Tom
their
Yee.
partner would call 3 clubs.
Yee coming up with but they were only in 3. This is interesting. It's gonna go diamond over. He's not gonna shift to the king of clubs. What does he know at the other table? Sorry, I went past a club, a diamond, a heart, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 3 no 4 hearts. So he thinks. I mean, the guy with ace queen 7th of diamonds is not thinking the guy's got queen jack 5th of hearts. He's thinking he's got 6 hearts. So he's thinking his partner's got 3 diamonds and 2 hearts, and I don't know. So diamond back. I mean, they're just stuck, right? There's nothing to. You can't even. You'd have to throw the. You'd have to be able to discard a club and then have them laid on the ace of clubs. Like you'd have to discard one from king 10. Is what I'm saying. Like
exactly.
Yeah, he has to discard exactly.
He has to win this one, play the 10 of clubs, and then discard the king. No, 10 of clubs. Do they cover jack? No, you can't do that.
Right. You have to show
out with the king of clubs and discard the 10.
Yeah, exactly. Which now is actually maybe findable, right? Partner did play the lowest outstanding heart, which, if anything, maybe is. And we can kind of see that the spades are a little scary here.
But
maybe we wish we even.
He might find it. He might find it. Cornelius is a pretty good player here. It's king of clubs is a good play though. The deuce of hearts. So what did it win? It went diamond to the ace, and a diamond returned his partner played the king.
Yeah.
Probably just being the card he's known to hold, I assume.
Sure. Again, yes. But this time the declarer knows he's got the king, so it's he's known to hold it. But it's not like he's it's not like he's giving anything away if he played the 10, right? Like he didn't give anything away if he doesn't do it. The diamonds could actually be ace king 7th and queen 3rd. You know what I mean? Like the guy leads the lowest one to the ace. Everybody knows declarer's got no more diamonds. He could lead a little back from the king if he's trying to disguise some of the honors. So actually, but whatever. It's not like the queen 9/4 is he was trying to make some big signal.
Yeah. So I mean, and Cornelius can kind of see that maybe there's a danger here, right? Because they've gotten 2 tricks. He can see that the king of clubs maybe is a 3rd trick, but the question is, where is our setting trick coming from, right? If it's coming in clubs, there is a real danger that we might be getting in played, and if it's coming in spades, maybe we need to get.
He made a reasonable play.
Going.
I think you're right though, Adam. But if declare had 6 hearts and 2 spades in like a similar hand, he probably had to play spades, which is why he probably played a spade. Like, let's say partner had queen empty. Let's say the declare was 5-5 with a doubleton spade, which would make some sense, right? He'd have to play a spade because they can't really strip everything out if he's 5-5, right? He'd have to pull 3 rounds of trumps and rough 2 spades. So I think he played his partner for like king jack 4th of spades and like queen 3rd of clubs, which is not crazy. Like if declares 5-5, that gives Jacob one more spade, 1 less club.
Right. So now it's pretty clear what's going on.
Oh, he's making it. He's done.
Right. I mean,
He's gonna
he
throw the
should throw the king. On
As long as he
anyway.
doesn't.
Oh, he
As long as he
had a
doesn't.
chance.
Oh my God! He played
He
a
had a
spade.
chance.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he gave him the shot to actually to pitch
Bridge
the
is
king.
What
of
was the
clubs.
error? I missed it.
Well, okay. So
Because the king of clubs could have been pitched.
No. So he went club to the ace, okay, and it went 10. At this point, you don't need to cash in the spade's bad because now you're allowing whoever has that club card just jettison it. In this case, the king.
Yeah.
You have to play club to the ace and just play a club and just hope they're actually blocked. Cornelius,
right. and when he did play the spade, I think Cornelius
would normally find the king of clubs pitch. He just missed it. So.
Yep. Big result for Team
he can see what's about to happen to him.
Yes, he can see he's dead. If he doesn't throw it, he's dead, right? So
yes,
that's the main thing. You don't have to see much further than that. You don't have to see anything else other than if you keep this card, you're going to give a rough and a slough. So you don't have to. That's the best kind of hands, like where all you have to do is think logically about one specific thing, and you see that one specific thing lets him make it, so you just don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a run. 36.
Yeah, they've picked up 23 imps this set so far. So.
Commit 2 spades bid and double by Jacob.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's the colors though? Equal red. I'm a little nervous if partner passes, but.
Well, how thrilled are you when partner bids 3-0? Thank you. Partner.
I'm not. North could have been like, "Hey, my partner opened the bidding. I double you." Like, but he's also just like, you know what? He actually did great not to double because they're just going to run to 4 diamonds. Like Jacob would run in a half a second.
Yes.
He'd be like 4 diamonds. They actually have 8 tricks.
Right. They have 8, and they're on a heart guess for 9.
They have 8 tricks, and it's not even like. It's not even. Oh no! Are they just cold? No.
Yeah. They are double dummy.
They have to duck. Spade to the 8.
No.
Spades. Huh?
So you can win the king because the spade honors are split.
Oh, you're right. They're cold. He has to win the first.
You win the king.
You're right. He has to win the ace of spades and play a heart.
Right, because we can't afford to duck 3 rounds of spades because now they drive clubs.
Yeah.
So we play for spades to be split. The 3 of spades.
This is a cold game.
Yeah, exactly. What's the problem? And we have to play North to have the ace of hearts because if South had the ace of hearts, we're just dead.
I mean, or we just think that we don't care. We're gonna win the ace and we're gonna run like 6 things. Oh, but the whole part is you run 6 things. You have to play a heart right away.
Right, exactly. You don't even have the luxury of running
3 diamonds and lead a heart. But I mean, it's a big play. Win it and play a heart to the king.
Yeah, well, he did win trick 1.
He's gonna lay down the ace of diamonds. Right. That I can tell you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's going for it right now.
He's going all in.
All right.
And
no.
Listen, it's hard. It's hard. It's a hard game. It's so much easier for us to see it. I don't want to,
Yep.
Bridge is a hard game, and it's so much easier to see it when you're watching like this. We're like,
sure.
oh my God, he won the ace and played a heart. Obviously, he's going to play the king. You know what I mean? Like, that's an easy way to think about it. He could play heart to the king and then lead a diamond and go show out. He's like,
Right. I mean, I guess he's hoping that maybe the opponents misdefend and block the spade suit, and if he got hearts right, or that South started with 6 spades, and actually that's a very reasonable hope, right? If South started with 6 spades, the spades are blocked.
We'll get 9 of spades back. Let's see what's about to happen here.
Yeah, actually, I have a lot of sympathy for Cornelius here because it seems very plausible that South did start with 6 spades, and when that's the case, then spades are blocked.
Maybe he should have won the queen of hearts and played a low club.
Oh no, the spades are blocked.
No,
blocked.
But now they have 5.
Yeah, they've taken the setting trick. I can't blame North. He took the setting tricks.
Yep, of course.
But if I was South, I would have just led back a club. I know my partner has the ace of hearts, and I don't know. Like if my partner has the queen of spades, I can just play back a club. What's going to happen? My partner will win the ace of hearts by queen of spades spade. Like what if partner had no more clubs? What bad could happen?
Sure.
Like when he won the Queen of Hearts and Dummy had just a stiff ace of clubs.
Yeah. So interestingly, the other table is playing in 4 spades. Yeah, they had a mixed raise available for them. So they got to bid 3 spades with the north hand, and that kind of shut them out.
If I didn't have a mixed raise, I would still think of another bid I could make.
Right.
It's called a limit raise.
Yes.
I would make a limit raise.
Right. I think this hand is closer to a limit raise than it is a 2-spade bid.
I would make a mixed raise, but I would and I don't mind making like some of the bad mixed raises, just raising 1 to 2. I used to never do that, but you have to mix in some 4-card raises at the 2 level. I think it's really everybody kind of just bid something at the 3 level. Me and Brad found ourselves doing it too much. So now we've we're non-vulnerable. We open so light. We've decided to jam in some 9 counts with 4 trumps because we open all 10-point hands. So we a mixed raise is really well for us. So those classic mixed raises that aren't quite good enough for us, we're just raising 1 to 2 because we figure the value of the hand when partner tries for a game, it's not the end of the world anyway. But yeah, you got to mix in some bad mixed raises is like a 1-2. But this is not a bad mix. This is not a bad mixed raise.
Right. This is a big
solid. Yeah. Solid again. So what's happening in 4 spades? They're going to lose a heart. They're going to lose a diamond. They're going to lose a club, and they're going to lose at least 1 spade. They're going to play diamond, make them rough. I assume that's what happened. And then they probably played the jack of spades.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be able to run some clubs through them.
And then he's okay, club of the jack. Yeah, it looks like just down 1.
Yeah, right. I mean, they can't really get away from a heart and a spade loser still.
Yeah.
So.
But cash is so nobody's in played in hearts. You can't toss the guy in or anything.
Right.
That's an interesting play.
I mean, I guess he's just aiming. He's hoping to catch a reflexive duck. And
yeah, but what about when Queen of Hearts returns a heart, you win it now you play spade of the jack. Okay, spade of the king. Yeah, spade of the king, queen of clubs, rough over, rough clean.
Yep. Yeah, so he was just hoping to catch a careless duck, I guess.
Yep.
And to make the heart loser disappear.
Scare the crap out of the guy with the queen of hearts.
Right.
The king be like, damn it. They're going to make it. All right, so I guess that's 5 imps for 5 imps. So they're up to 28 nothing. So 5 imps, so 68 to 99. What's the score in the other semifinals? Is it a big lead for one team?
It was closer at the half.
At the half. How about at the half? Yeah. So okay.
No,
Kolesnik is up. They're up 100. Oh no, they're up 80. Sorry.
Approximately. Yeah, they've been padding their lead.
That's a good team. Yeah, they have a lot of experience in that team. Who's the team in its entirety? Is it Michael playing with Finn?
And Michael's playing with Finn, Harrison, and Bruce, and Ethan is playing with Michael Hu.
I gotcha. Okay, cool. That's a good team. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Jacob was Canadian, but I guess since he lives in New York now, he can play for America. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. There's been some, whatever back and forth, and presumably the outcome of that
listen, you live here, you're still a player.
But,
I say, and I'm sure he pays taxes here, and it applies more for the open teams. If Gary Kohler once said, because you have all these people that don't live actually in America and they actually play the American trials, and you have these people that do live in America and play the American trials, but they kind of live in different places. But the rule should be, if you pay taxes in the country, you should be able to play for that country. You should have to live there some amount of time. But if you pay taxes in America, I feel like you have the right to play for America, or whatever country.
Seems reasonable. Yeah.
That seems reasonable to me. I don't know. We decided that.
And you have an easy way to show it.
Yeah. It's like you're paying taxes in that country. Guess what? You have some affiliation to that country. You're not just, it's not fake. So,
or at least it's costlier to fake.
Exactly. It's a stupid mistake to make if you're going to pay, especially in New York. You want to pay taxes in New York and not actually live in New York. Good for you. That's basically what I do.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I was gone 4 months out of the year, and
I should live in Wyoming or something.
Yes.
I guess Tennessee. All right, what do we got here?
So it looks like Jacob and Corn got themselves to 5 clubs pretty quickly.
It looks pretty cool.
T-Walsh auction, and once Cornelius denied it a spade fit, Jacob was
basically... Well, 5 clubs is cold, but if you were bidding on Q bids, what would they say the best contract is? 3 no trump.
Yep.
You got 9 rippers. You got the ace queen in 1 suit. You know, you get to play the hand double dummy. 3 no. No, but they it's pretty normal to get to 5 clubs. You could have like 4 little diamonds opposite 2 little and whatever, or you could have a stiff spade opposite not such good spades.
Yeah, very reasonable. It's interesting with the West hand having hurt partner redouble. Are you out for blood against a heart?
What's my hand? Ace queen 4 of hearts. So is this one? Oh, it's this hand. 1 club double redouble 1 heart. What's the colors? Equal white.
Equal white. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty much never out for blood at equal. I mean, certainly no. You know why I'm not? Because I have a stiff spade. Like let's say it went a club double redouble pass a spade double. Like my partner redoubles and then doubles 1 spade, and I have a stiff spade. I'm not passing. So do I want to go after 1 heart when I have a stiff spade? So that to me that's how I would get to my answer. I'm happy to double 1 heart with ace queen 4th, but if they run to spades and my partner doubles, I'm probably not. Normally, I'm not sitting it. So maybe I would if I thought they didn't have a 4-4 fit, but typically it's just. I'm not playing my partner to have 5 of them. You know, he has a right to redouble and double a 4. So if I'm not going to defend 1 spade, then I'm probably not going to start doubling hearts.
Right. And that's a fair point. I mean, I guess it's a question of, is it worth even trying to defend a heart?
Sure.
Partner doubles a spade, you bid 2 clubs, and you've kind of gotten across.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doubling 1 heart, and then they bid 1 spade, and your partner doubles, you bid 2 clubs. Now partner really knows what you have. You have good. Yeah. So I get, I would double 1 heart, and then happily bid clubs later, and partner knows my hand, right? Like if they know it's clubs and I've doubled 1 heart, guess what? You can see at least 10 cards right there.
Right. Well, and then I probably have a stiff spade, so gun to partner's head, they could probably call me being my hearts
are good, and my hearts are good. My clubs might not be good, but my hearts are good.
Yeah. Right now, this 2 spade bid on the other hand is sort of. A lot of pairs and even in a lot of my partnerships that are sort of more casual or pickup, right? This is not an auction that we discuss regularly, right? Like what is redouble and then bidding a new suit? Is it natural? How many does it show? Is it forcing?
Undiscussed, it's 5 to me. But if my partner was forced to bid over 1 heart pass, then it's 4. Yeah, exactly. I can see this happening.
Right, exactly. But in this sort of spot, and here we see they're sort of having a disaster here, right? About to play 2 spades in a 4-1 fit because we're thinking that this probably 5 and
we thought it was a cube. He should have bid 2 hearts.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean 2 hearts or even just a practical 4 or 5 clubs would have got the job done.
You want to bid 4 hearts if you really want to see what's
up.
I
mean, even 3 hearts probably is a splinter here.
3 hearts should be a splinter too. You're right. 3 hearts is a better bid. That's the right bid. You want to really tell your partner you got lots of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 3 no 4 no 3 club. What does it say? Oh no, club, a spade, a no trump. Sorry, the other room.
Yeah.
So this will be a swing back to Juan because 2 spades doesn't rate to fare all that well, and in the 4-1 fit, but playing 4-1 fits does build character. So
I mean, he might be able to make this if he taps the guy with. Oh no, the wrong guy's getting tapped. I was hoping if he can make the guy rough with queen jack 10-8 4th. So they have 3 diamonds and 2 spades. If he wins it, plays spades.
Hearts.
Never mind.
Right. I mean, like his best shot is
spades and a spade, and the guy pulls the last.
His best shot is just to turn it into no trump. If
he plays ace and a spade, the other guy needs to win this and give a club rough. But if he doesn't,
right, then he actually has a good shot at making it because. Well, or they can play 4 rounds of diamonds and get a diamond rough and a club rough. I guess, or a diamond rough, and they'll have another shot.
Let him know he's got another spade.
Right. Exactly. They'll have another shot at least if they play 4 rounds of diamonds. One could forgive Richard for not quite believing that Brett has a fourth spade, but at a certain point in the hand, he's gonna
4 rounds of diamonds. He needs to rough it and give his partner a club rough. But if he doesn't, the guy's gonna win it place.
Right, exactly.
That's funny.
Well, actually, if he roughs it and plays a heart, he might still be okay because Declarer can't get back to his hand to draw the last draw.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, if he roughs it and if he roughs it, he's playing a club though. I bet you he doesn't rough it.
Right. Well, I mean, if he doesn't rough, then it's
I'll bet you
game over. So.
Well, can he just play a heart now? They can just play a heart. Yeah, that's a good play.
Yeah.
Oh no, they can play a heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but now since he flew ace of hearts, now the club gets roughed. King of hearts taps Declarer and now Richard is going to have some winners left.
Yeah, I mean he's losing. The other table's 400. If they go minus 150, it's 11. Minus 200, it's 12. So.
Yeah.
At this point, it's probably lose 11. What is he taking? 4 tricks. He's going to take at least a rough or a diamond. So yeah, 150 is 11. 11. They finally let them score an imp. They scored 11 of them.
After this, do we want to switch to the fast table since 41 was a relatively quiet 3-note?
Whatever you guys want to do. Do what you do.
Yeah, sure.
I like the fast table. Then you can kind of analyze it before they played it.
That seems good. I like the setup that you guys have.
So what time?
It's nice to be able to see both tables, but have one be like a primary one.
What time is the fourth quarter start? So it's 5:29 in New York. Does it start at 6:30 or something?
6:20.
Oh, because it started 10 minutes earlier. Okay, so
yeah, there were some issues with the hotel Wi-Fi apparently. That
what hotel are they at?
The Hyatt Regency Atlanta.
The Hyatt Regency Atlanta, is that downtown?
Yes.
Downtown?
Yeah, the Nationals are always at the Marriott Marquis.
Well, they had it there once, though. I think they had it at the Hyatt one time.
They had it at the Hyatt in 2013.
Yeah, I know those like that area too well at this point.
Right, exactly. Like I have complete muscle memory of like the 3 blocks around the Hyatt.
I thought there was some chance they have it at where the regional used to be or the regional is now. 2 different areas. One's by the ballpark now, and then the other one was some hotel. You know, it was conceivable as you could host this event at like any Marriott basically because they're all going to have enough ballroom space to have.
Yes. No, I mean like that. There's the training camp we had like 115 kids roughly. Wow. So like it's actually we needed quite a bit of space, which was a great problem to have. And even the actual tournament right there. They have a bunch of the players are all in a room together. All the Northeasts are in a room, and all the Southwests are in a room, basically. Yeah. They have just some Chromebooks set up on tables and so on and so forth.
I saw a picture of it. It was maybe it was on Facebook or something. Yeah, it's different. The U.S. trials, the open trials, they have you in hotel rooms, so it's a little different, but different kind of security level. But it seemed like they were all in a normal bridge space, but like at little iPads at computers, right? Or iPads at tables.
Like exactly. And like longer tables and not bridge tables, which actually turned out to be a little tricky when we were trying to run a bridge game in the room. But
oh yeah,
we made it work.
Oh, so you were there for the training camp? Is that what it was?
Yeah. I was there for the training camp. We did like 2.5 days or so of a bunch of stuff, some partnership work, but some card play stuff, a few lectures, like a college how to grow bridge session.
Gavin's kids were there, or is that right?
Yeah. Both of them are there.
They're playing under 16.
They're playing under 16. Nice. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
yes, a bunch of great kids.
Yeah, they're great. And,
Adam, Hakan was asking, did they switch from Chromebooks to Chromebooks from tablets? If you know.
So they have mostly Chromebooks, but I think there were so many people that were playing that they still need to use some tablets. So I think at least one of the groups is playing on tablets rather than Chromebooks, and the rest are all Chromebooks.
When you say groups, you mean like the entirety of U16, or do you mean
specific
matches?
One of the categories. I'm not sure which one.
Okay.
Or maybe 2 of them. Because there's a lot of kids, which is very good.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we have kind of a normal transfer and pass here. Modern style is, or at least I see a lot more people playing that opener maybe either doesn't have to accept the transfer, or accepting shows a fit or doesn't show a fit or whatever else. And it does make these sorts of problems a little harder, where
you
you
would
have
just
a
pass
weak
them.
5-card suit. Right,
Yeah.
right. Exactly. Like you just
You
wind up
played
having to pass
3 hearts, says bid 3-0 with 2, then you would pass. Because what are you gonna? You're gonna be in 4 spades or
2-0,
or 3 spades without an actual 8-card fit. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been toying around with playing that accepting denies a fit, which at least means that if you're going to play 4 spades, you would have a fit.
To me, that's actually what I was saying. And maybe I came out backwards. I was saying if it went 2-0, 3 hearts, and I bid 3 spades, I would expect that to be a doubleton. And when I play 2-0, 3 hearts, 3-0 is like all the hands with a fit or something like that.
No, exactly. Like I've switched to doing that in a lot of
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that, but I think it's if your range is like 22, 23 for a 2-0 opener, I can see it makes more sense to me than 2021. Because then at least
right, exactly.
Who cares? Are we gonna cater to 2 counts? We're gonna cater to we're gonna cater to the hands that matter. Not like a 1 key or 5 little spades. So if your range was much bigger, like I actually play a much heavier 2-0 range in precision. And when I'm playing precision, the range is 23, 24. So it's a very heavy range. So it actually kind of makes sense if we did that. But in natural, we play 2021. So to me, it doesn't make sense opposite 2021.
Yeah, that's very fair. Or at least it has a much bigger drawback.
Sure. Actually, that's maybe something we should do.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing, I guess, in a natural context, you can potentially, if you have a multi or something, you can kick one in there. Or you can even play 2 clubs and then 2-0 is 2021, and the direct 2-0 is stronger. I've been toying with that a bit too.
Yeah, 2 clubs could be. Yeah, I think I used to play with somebody that 2 club opener could be like, I think like 1920 or like 1920 was the most common hand, basically, for whatever reason. 2 clubs,
right? Exactly.
Top of 2 of a major and stuff like that.
Yep. And so here we get another 2-0 and spade transfer, but this time they are maybe even close to a slam try facing a fit.
That is if 3 spades confirmed a fit, which probably it might have.
I would think so.
I would imagine it did.
Yeah. It's not alerted. That's the only reason I bring it up.
Of course, yeah.
Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I think I wouldn't with the north hand. I'd be if my hearts and diamonds were reversed, I might be hoping that maybe partner has kind of a perfecto for me. But here, with 3 hearts, it's a little bit different. Where now I'm hoping that partner has like ace and a heart or something beefy there. If I'm going to be making a slam, so South is kind of telling them to go away.
They were quite close to a slam though, but not quite.
Yeah.
King third. If you had king third of spades instead of queen third, you're just in a cold slam on a hard hook essentially.
Exactly. Well, a hard hook and 3-2 trump. So like it's not great.
Yeah, that's right. I just assume trumps are 3-2.
Yes. You're an optimist.
It's like the slam.
It's a useful talent.
All I needed was the finesse I had is 50-50. I'm like, I don't think you understand what 50-50 means. Like everybody says that if something is 50-50, it's never 50-50. It's always like, oh yeah, but that suit can't be 4-1 or 5-0, so it's not exactly 50-50.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I mean, here I think I'm very content to not be in slam. Even if I had the king of spades instead of the queen, I would probably still be content to not be in slam.
I might have even considered denying a fit and just fucking, so over the double, just pass, and then over partners redouble, bid 3 spades, let them bid. You know what I mean? Like try and get to 3-0. Like my hand, that south hand looks like 3-0 just for the not because you have hearts. It's just like the hand is so soft. Like I might make 3-0 in diamonds and clubs and go down in 4 spades. My partner might have 5 little spades and king, queen, and diamonds. Like his entire hand, you might just belong in. Might belong.
Right, we just have 9 rippers.
Yeah,
and we have 4 trump losers or something.
You have 3 queens and 2 jacks. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think they did reasonable to at least sort of recognize that later on and not do a lot of cooperating with partner slam try, right? But yeah, I agree with you. And yeah, I mean, 4 spades will be over quickly, I suppose. And the other room on the previous board, they got to open a strong club, so maybe they'll be able to get out a little lower potentially.
What they overcall? Diamond? Yeah, sorry. It's
Just
They do.
diamond.
They do have ace king queen 10 5.
No, I just want to see though. It's like it's so blurry on my screen.
Yeah.
I see it better. Yeah, I can see it better.
The double, I believe, shows 0 to 4 points or so systemically.
I see. So they play pass. It's like 5 to 7 or something.
Yeah.
Right now, if you see me glancing off to the side, I have a giant 49-inch monitor behind me with a bunch of tables of play. So I get
for me, I have a TV behind me, but the only thing I put on there is sports. So it would not be
right.
It would not be bridge screens.
Mine's sports in my case.
Is there any chance that Detroit shouldn't even try and win tonight? I feel like betting all my money on San Fran, but the problem is they might not try and win either.
Pretty good 6 spades.
Oh yeah, this is interesting. So I guess as a past hand, the difference between what is the difference between Tuno and Drury? I guess for them, Tuno is like their best raise.
Yes, for me, it's.
I mean, usually for me that's usually 5. Yeah. Like, I would still be Drury with this. But.
For me, I like to have a heart 2 spades and a spade 2 no when partners are past hand, as showing like 4 trumps and a stiff, and it could even be like a 7 count, but like just like, hey, I have at least 4 trumps and a singleton somewhere. Do you care? And you can care to ask or not. But and if I had like a 5 trump mixed raise, I would just bid 1 spade 3 spades because it's really a non-existent bid 1 spade 3 spades. So what's he bid? Oh no, he's like, I don't care what you got.
Right, like, oh, you have the best raise, great. Well, then don't need that key card.
But he's just gonna say, well, that might be quantitative because it went 2-0, 4-0. But he has 11, so he should bid.
Right, so he's bidding his lowest 5 card suit.
Yes,
4 card suit.
Exactly.
Yes.
5 hearts. He's like 2 without. Well. One might argue they both have opening bids.
Yes.
I would definitely argue that point. Non-vol.
I would open less non-vol. I would not probably not open somebody.
If I sat down with somebody and I was non-vulnerable, especially white-red, and I had anything resembling a decent 11 count, like half decent, I would think that would be normal to open it at this point. I think that's where bridge is gone, kind of. I don't think it's bad.
I would agree with that.
It's really good to be the first person to bid on the hand. It's so much easier to be like, I open the bidding.
All right, the other table is actually interesting because they're playing 1-0 trump and not spades. This probably might not have been an auction they fleshed out too well. So now, after 5 diamonds are going to be cashed, which they are, 1, East has to find 3 pitches, and 2, what does West play after all of that is said and done?
Yep.
I mean, dummy is dead, but playing a heart gives declare a free finesse they're not entitled to. So West would do best to play a club, but
yeah, I mean, East might actually, if they kind of see what's going on, they might even just like chuck a couple more clubs, and but they may be worried the declarer actually has 4 of them and that they need to guard the 10. Right, so they're actually spades. Pitching spades is fine; they can afford them.
Yeah,
the 9 of hearts is a strange choice from declarer, but it's probably fine.
He's got the 7 in them. He's got the 7 though.
Yeah, he's I guess wants to make sure or wants to maybe make it look like also that he has fewer hearts than he does.
Play a heart. He's just begging the guy to play a heart. Yes. Please, will you please play the 10 of hearts? I have a go low jack or something.
Right, exactly. My 6 of
10 of hearts low kid.
Right. I guess I lost track of the 8 of hearts. Oh, I see.
Yeah, he had it.
Okay. Then I take
hearts.
That's what I was asking.
Yes.
But the screen.
Right. No, For some reason, I thought that one of the opponents had the 8 of hearts.
Sure,
It's
sure.
like, oh,
I haven't been
well,
home in
that
like
is
over a
strange.
month, and it's the first time I've touched my laptop in a month, and I'm on here, and I think part of why everything's a little blurry for me is because it says relaunch to update, but I'm choosing to not update my Chrome until we're done with this in between the sessions, because I probably haven't clicked that button in like 3 months. Update your something you should be doing like often. I'm just dying to click it. Dying.
So it doesn't know it, but well, let's see. So he'll have seen West show up with 2 clubs, 5 diamonds. Now he knows that West has 4 spades. If he's kept
I don't know why. I don't know why he didn't pitch a heart from dummy, because like there's really no reason to be down to jack.
Right. But that's definitely true. Although here, if he had a full count, right, he would know that West has only 1 heart left, and so he just has to guess.
West 3-3-5-2.
Listen, if he knew West was down to the king queen 10 of spades, he wouldn't play a spade now. So he obviously doesn't know that.
So wait, why can't he be 3-3-5-2?
But when East showed out on the ace of spades, he did have that information available to him in theory.
Oh right,
yes.
Yeah.
In theory. So
I forgot about that part.
He could exit queen of hearts, and then watch them be like, "Oh, I have the rest."
Yes. So yeah, it'll wind up being a push for 2 down at both tables. And in the other room, board 45 is kind of interesting. Kind of this big diamond fit facing a big club fit, where 5 diamonds is not exactly the world's greatest contract, but it does come home today. If
it has the luxury of making.
Yes.
I mean, it's a pretty decent contract when you think about it. Like, it's not so bad. I mean, if the spade's on side, you're a pretty big favorite. If it's offside, not so much.
Right. I mean, if hearts are 3-3, you need just the spade hook, and if hearts are not 3-3, then you need to pick up spades for no losers.
They might lead a spade, or they have to lead a club and like not play another club for starters. Did they bid hearts? Sorry, how'd it go? Diamond or heart, 2 club overcall, 2 diamonds. They're gonna lead a club. He's gonna lead the queen of clubs, and the other guy's gonna thumb the 5 of clubs.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure that West even necessarily wants to duck this, right?
He could win it, play a diamond. Yeah. He might want a spade, but no, he wouldn't want a spade. He only wants a spade.
Right. Well, it's a little weird because maybe he's not sure what the heart situation is.
Partner has the queen of spades. He wants his partner to play spades. If his partner doesn't have the queen of spades, then he wants to overtake and play a diamond.
Yeah.
Queen of 1 heart. If the player's got king of 1, you might want to bang some spades at some point.
Right. Exactly. So probably he should play the 5 of clubs.
He's going to win. He's going to win the king and play a diamond. I go back to your first opinion.
And I'm going away from my first opinion, so I guess.
You think he's going to play the 5?
I think he'll play. I think he'll play the 5. I mean, I think probably that's right to play the 5 and let partner. But the
danger is you play the 5 and your partner plays a club. You're like,
the 5. But it's not shocking that you have 6 clubs having over.
Yes, but he might not be able to read the 5.
There we go. All right, let's see if Jacob is on board. I mean, here we know Declarer has 6 diamonds. It's kind of free for him to play a diamond from his side, even.
Oh, and the guy never bid spades, so he no, but he knows his partner. He knows Declarer's got 4 spades and 6 diamonds. He knows he's 6-4.
Yeah, right, because he doesn't have 3 hearts.
Knows he's 6-4, so I would.
Declarer could have. I mean, he could have 7 diamonds.
I wouldn't play a spade if you put a gun to my head. If I know they have 4 spades and 6 diamonds, because they got 1 club and 2 hearts. Like, even if Declarer's got the queen of hearts, like, what are you gaining? Like, if Declarer's got queen of 1, if my partner has the queen of hearts, I have the king 10 7 6. So I got everything covered. So even if they have 9 8 Doubleton, it goes 9 10. Like, they're not pitching 3 spade tricks on the hearts, right? So at this point, if you're thinking logically, the partner doesn't have 5 spades and Declare the spades must be 4-4 in partner and Declare's hand, then you just got to be like. You just got to. You just have to not play a club. You could actually just play it.
Right. Yeah.
I get it. Because it's part. He clearly read his suit preference, but just saying.
Yep. Right. No, I mean, I think he can definitely see that a diamond is safe to exit with. Right. He knows partner has it.
He just has the queen. He's like,
I'm not doing that. Yeah, but there's what are you saving the queen for?
What if the guy bid 2 diamonds on 5 though? That's the only fear I think he probably had.
Yeah, but he wasn't even forced to bid, right? He went out of his way over 2 clubs to bid 2 diamonds. Like I would take it to the bank that he is 6.
And he did bump 4 to 5.
Right, and even if he does only have 5, it's still if partner has ace and a diamond, they win the ace of diamonds, fire a diamond.
I might have been 2 spades with North's hand. I reverse much lighter when they make that 2 club overcall, like a diamond pass a heart, because they bid 2 clubs. I bid 2 clubs just to steal their spade fit often. Diamond pass a heart. I bid 2 clubs. By the way, when diamond pass a heart, he didn't double.
Yeah, I guess 6-4, good clubs.
I would. He probably wanted to emphasize.
I would still probably double, but
I would.
I
would double and then maybe even big clubs later. It seems crazy, but at some point you got to be able to. I think I would just double 6-4. I don't know. But with the North hand, I would bid 2 spades because I would be too afraid of missing a 4-4 fit in spades. If partner had like 8 or 9 points. It's a stretch, but I don't think reversing in competition is as strong as like an actual like diamond to spade 2 heart reverse.
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't talked about it, but it makes
He's
sense.
got the lowest of the bid, but ace queen 4th, ace king 10-6 is like, can you imagine your partner says king 4th of spades? Nothing else.
Right.
Just king 4th of spades. You have a game in spades, right? You lose 2 hearts on a club and you just claim. You might have to guess some diamonds or play for 2-2 diamonds sometimes, but
right, but still.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we should switch back over to the slow table, which you already have because you're very fast and efficient. Thank you. And so they had some fun long relay auction. I guess they showed full shape and 8 to 10 with 5, 3, 1, 4. And South said, "Okay, great, let's play 4 spades." And then when the opponents have a relay auction like this, often, if you're kind of trying to figure out what to lead with very little information, sometimes aiming for the 3-card suit is a good target because it's short enough to where it's it might be going away if you don't get it going, but it's long enough that you'll have at least maybe one more chance to establish anything that you set up by leading it. Whereas if you lead their 4-card suit, for example, maybe declare is short, or maybe that's a source of tricks for them, whatever else. So, I think targeting the 3-card suit when dummy's full shape, for example, is quite reasonable. And it looks like declare did wind up getting spades wrong, perhaps trying to play a little safe even. But
yeah. He tried the intra.
Yep.
Only experts lose 2 tricks in this suit.
Yes. Your grandmother does only lose 1 trick.
Grandma don't play those games. Grandma don't weak ass shit.
Interesting that East didn't want to take their heart trick, but maybe they thought their partner somehow had 3. Right. I mean, they'll get it later, but maybe they thought that their partner could have 3 hearts. And
the 9 from 9-3-2 would be interesting.
Yeah, it's a little strange. But
we know that he led the 9, or did he sneak out?
Yeah, he led the 9.
Oh,
he led the 9.
I was sure he did, but
yes. Operator error or something.
Exactly, like
that must be.
Yeah. Yes,
that is the nice thing. Be like, okay, it's definitely how it was played.
Right. No, I mean that is the great thing about having stuff on Lovebridge is that every card that's played is exactly as it was at the table.
Yep. It may not have been the card they meant to play, but it was definitely the card they played.
Right. Exactly. Like it's perfect play record is pretty cool because you can also then go back and if there's no question of did they signal for this?
Yeah. You get it all.
It's always
track their defense. Find out who's smelly.
Yep.
Smelly.
So we'll see if they can push this one. Maybe
Come
Western
on,
will open the beginning here.
1 club or 1 diamond. Let's go.
Well, North might open if West passes. I think East and West are pretty sound, and like they want like reasonable 12 counts to open.
They might pass 12 counts. Well, if they pass 12 counts, I can understand.
I mean, no, past 11. They might pass 11
Yeah.
counts and most
If you
might
pass
open.
12 counts, you can pass this hand. If you don't pass 12 counts, then
Yeah,
You open-
and I think it's red white second chair, king queen tight,
Well, I would
and
not
kind of
open
an ugly
front
read-it problem. I'm not touching.
North hand. Bleh.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
You just figured that they're a little more aggressive. North might have opened the West hand. Let's put it that way.
Yes, that's certainly true.
Two-way jury. Come on, 3 clubs.
Yeah, so usually it's nice to have basically anything above 2. I mean, I guess over 2-way jury, over 2 diamonds, here you have 2 hearts available as like the general whatever, but maybe you don't have that when you're
Little
set as
less.
hearts. One way or the other. I mean, over
Clubs
3
should be
clubs.
natural in game forcing, but you never know.
Yeah. And honestly, as West hearing 3 clubs, my hand is so good that I don't even want to jump to 4 spades. I'm going to bid
I would
3 diamonds
and then 4 hearts.
Yeah, exactly. Like I
would do
have
4
2 I have 2 aces, a doubleton, 4 trumps, and
But I would raise partner's second suit almost every single time I have a fit. Even if I don't have the great of a hand, I'm almost always going to raise them because it's a big deal to show them the side fit. Because they're making a slam try. They actually may want to play the hand in clubs if you have like 4 or 5 clubs. So sometimes the pitch matters or something. In this case, it probably doesn't matter so much.
But yeah, so I think a common mistake that maybe I guess newer players might not be in this spot in the first place, but I would say like intermediate to advanced players often make is to not to make the sort of the advanced cue in these spots, right? And I've caught myself doing it every now and then too, right? Where my hand is so good that if partner actually has a slam try rather than a game try like we originally expect.
East might be again because I think. Sorry to interrupt you. They might be under the assumption that 3 clubs is like a game try, which I understand. Yeah, he's going to bid again. So they probably bidding more like in 1 spade, 2 spades, 3 clubs, 4 spades. Like that's how they're both thinking about the hand. Probably that everything is still trying for game. I think when you get a little bit better or a little more experience, I should say, that like Adam said, if you have a last train 2 heart bid, that's all your game tries, and everything above 2 of our major is a slam try. Or maybe if you bid 2-0, you're trying to look for 3-0, but I'm looking for slam. Jump to 4 spades if you have the worst hand possible. Like that's how bridge is played at the highest level. I think that this is how I would have played bridge when I was a junior. Like, okay, I'm trying for game. Okay, I have an amazing hand. Now his partner, they're on the same page, right? Over 4 spades, he was bidding 4-0. So like they're just fine.
Right. Like they got there just
misunderstanding would be if it went 4 spades, insta pass. And the one guy would be like, hey, he's trying for 7. See, exactly.
Do you have ace king? You got the king. You got king and a club and 2 aces for me?
Or a stiff club. Do you have a stiff club?
Well, in the second segment this morning, we saw someone pass in first seat with ace king. So there's some merit to checking.
He probably had missed that 1 card. He thought he had ace.
Well, the best part about that hand was, if I remember correctly, he was dealer non-wall. His left-hand opponent opened a strong diamond. His partner overcalled a spade, and he had 3 card support. He was like 4 trip with ace king, and he was mum the entire auction.
He never bid.
So he did in fact. Not only was he trying for grand, he heard his partner say no, go away, and still bid a grand. So It seems like he was very confident that his clubs were covered, which seems like a bit of a
bid a grand anyway.
Yeah. So this will wind up. There's of course no way to get rid of this club loser.
Yeah.
So if partner had a stiff club or had the king of clubs over 5-0, he could have told us about that.
If he had a stiff club, this is one of the times you show the king of clubs. Yeah, if he had a stiff club, especially when you have club trips.
Yep. And given that that's the case, then when partner bids 6 spades, we say okay, that's enough, right? But unfortunately today,
Jack clubs. See if they cover with king 6.
Yep. I mean, that's our best shot. So.
Yeah.
There goes Jack King Ace, and you wait like a couple seconds. You look at your left-hand opponent, or I guess your lefty is on the other side of the screen. So.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, there's not much really that you could hope for. I guess you play Jack of Clubs, King Ace, and you load it back to the 8, and you hope that your opponent is really, really in a deep sleep and forgets to win their queen. But today with King Queen tight, even the deepest sleep is not going to solve anything. So
yeah, you just like run the 8 smooth. I would have just won the Ace of Hearts and played the 8 of Clubs around. Like just nobody, like just see if I can catch somebody like instantly following.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good.
I wouldn't even bother the Jack because nobody's covering with king 6.
Yeah,
cover with king 4th if that's what I needed, but king 6. All right. Well, was the last hand interesting because we have 20 minutes? I might have to go out for a second and come back. Let's see. One time.
No.
I'll wait. Is the last board. And Adam, you're not with us later. Who we got at 520 or 620? For the are you with us at 620, Adam?
Not currently. I mean, I could probably pop on for a bit, but currently I am not.
I have the email here. Let's see. Cyrus sent me.
And Sriram, you're muted if you were trying to answer, I think.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize I was muted. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now schedule, I believe, is Chip Martle and maybe Hakanberg.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. So I'll that's a lot of voices.
You said Chip Martell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
Hakanberg.
He's
nice. Cool.
Yeah. So should be fun.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll probably be listening, hang out in the chat or something. But it's a lot of voices to have on. Like when I was running things, I remember every time that I had like 4 people in there, it was always
hard.
chaos.
Yeah.
So
especially when you got some people that interrupt all the time.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's fun. It's fun and lively, but sometimes gets to be a lot. So
I was accusing myself of being the person.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
Yes,
it's just fun.
I definitely do interrupt people in life. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you have things to say, and
I learned it from my dad. If you want to say something, you just say it. Let it be. All right.
Yeah. So here we have the precision diamond. Means that South won't be as until North starts rebidding diamonds a few times. South won't be as confident.
Precision diamond though. If when a diamond pass a heart and they bid 2 clubs, then you have an automatic 2-spade bid.
Right. Now it's perfect.
Now it's
because
that's just bridge. But I actually believe it's right anyway. But like that's just bridge. And but
I mean, this is the advantage of actually having a limited opening.
I still think he's going to double. What is he? Especially they just went down to grand. You got to try to get to game. Although if he bids 2 clubs, he'll probably come back bidding spades later.
I think he's contemplating it, given that he hasn't bid 2 clubs yet.
When I was a junior, I if I had a bad board, I was just like I would think everybody else the same way. You're just mad, and you just got to try and get it right on the next board. That's the way. Like I still play a little bit like that, but I'd be shocked. 2 clubs. He's going to bid spades later. So 2 diamonds. Should go 2 spades, but if it goes 2 diamonds, yeah.
How many clubs do you think Reckoning's bids?
What's that?
How many clubs do you reckon he bids? 4?
He should bid 4 clubs. Well, he could bid 2 hearts, but I would bid 4 clubs.
Yeah, I have queen and a diamond. It's all slow.
I mean, whatever. I'm bidding 4 clubs. Otherwise, I'm trying to get to 3 now. So now 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 spades, but I would definitely bid.
Right. Who's going to bid spades first?
If I just went down to Grand Slam, I got news for you. I'm bidding again.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't bid 2 clubs to
Right. Well, and they will have their work cut out for them in the last set either way.
They might not even they might even know they won imps early and lost imps late.
Yes. Yeah.
But either way, they're going to play the loser of the other match, assuming they lose, and then the USA1 final, assuming both big teams win. That'll be tomorrow all day. Is that right?
That'll be a 2-day affair.
It's a 2-day match.
120 boards.
120. That's awesome. Wow, we didn't have matches like that when I was a junior. we were happy to win or lose in 40 boards. I don't know, 60 boards probably was 60.
Yeah, this is actually a nice format because you have sort of a double elimination. Wow, South gave it 4 diamonds. Yeah, I guess he likes a stiff club, and it's a little much, I think, but
well, it should do the trick though. Yeah,
it certainly will get their side.
It was getting to 5 diamonds. Do the trick.
Titus of West just bid 4 spades, and it goes double.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if he's bidding 4 spades, but he might. He's definitely thinking. He's thinking. No, I don't blame him. It's not right to bid 4 spades, but doesn't mean he wouldn't do it. I would actually think I might have slam with his hand. I'd bid 4 spades of the north hand now. Man, is good. But everybody wants. You need too much. You need ace king of hearts and you need too much ace king of hearts and king of spades. But why can't you have it? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you might give it 4 clubs on some of those, but it's no, I don't know where the line is, right?
No, I'm saying over 4 diamonds pass. I mean, I'd say it would consider bidding 4 spades, but you mean excuse me, you meant over 3 clubs, you bid 4 clubs. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, with the south hand.
To me, 4 diamonds doesn't show. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it shows this hand. I don't know.
Right. I mean, it's to me, it's a shapely invite.
Yeah.
But this is maybe a little bit less than I would want for it, but it's not far.
Well, I would think 4 clubs was slamming. So I would think 4 clubs. Yeah. So he bid 4. I would think if he bid 4 clubs, it's just forcing to at least 5 diamonds, but looking for slam opposite a 2 diamond rebid. So
yeah. And now South will happily bid 5 diamonds. He's like, go away and please stop it.
He's going to bid 5 so fast.
Right. Well, and he's a very ethical player and is doing the right thing and taking a few seconds before bidding 5 diamonds and hoping.
Okay, fair enough. But he also thinking, is that natural? Should I pass that? Who knows what he's thinking. But
still, it's this is one of those spots where both without screens and even with screens, somebody bids an instant 5 diamonds as West, right? You give it a couple seconds before hitting that pass.
Of course. Oh yeah, it could be behind screens. Of course.
Yeah. And without screens, it's a sort of a prime case for bidding in tempo as an ethical play.
Is there a role in which South is considering that 4 spades is an offer and maybe he's supposed to pass? I mean, I don't see why. The
only reason he's thinking this long is because he's thinking, do I want to play the 4-3 fit? But I don't think that's what the bid could mean. If you can't bid 2 spades, you're not trying to play 4 spades.
Yeah, that seems right to me.
He's also thinking he might have thought 4 diamonds was a stronger hand. I mean, I would have. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What's he gonna bid?
I was just checking that it was not actually frozen or something. Yeah, he took 5 diamonds. He bid 5 diamonds after a bid.
Yeah. So yes, he must have been thinking about that. But certainly, he wasn't thinking about whether to cooperate with the slam try. And so now we'll see at trick 1 at this table whether West overtakes and plays a trump or tries the 5 as well.
Well, he's not going to try the 5 after the 4 spades bid. They're not playing spades.
That's true. That's true. He does know that North has spades, unlike at the other table. Because Declarer is not, it's not a given that Declarer is home here, right? They still have to get, they still have to decide, are we double finessing spades, trying to drop the king, what's going on here, right? And especially when with East only bidding 3 clubs, Declarer might have a bit different view of the vision of what the hand is, right? They might think that West actually has 7 of them.
Right. So you might play for, well, I don't even know. Yeah. Oh no, he played the 5.
Yeah. So, and we'll see if East finds the trump exit.
Cyrus, can we just hover over the 4 spades bid? I just want to see what North alerted it as. I assume it's a slam try, but it's a Q. Okay. So they're not going to play a spade. The question is, why did West let East hold on to the lead?
Right. With 4 spades being a Q, probably we are supposed to overtake and play a trump.
I agree.
But yeah, I mean, and because here, right,
yep, that solves the problem.
Right, now they give a rough stuff, and
yeah,
and I think again here, East could recognize that it's safe to exit with a diamond, but Declarer not wasting any time here. Just
he's like bang bang.
Right, like thank you for that, and I am done now. So.
Small. Does he have entries? Yeah, I was gonna say he better get to work.
Yeah, I mean he has the spade spot.
Oh, he got a rough on the stuff earlier.
He has spots.
Sorry, this goes when I was looking at my phone for 2 seconds that he got a rough on the stuff, so that's why he's so confident.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's no longer a problem.
All right, guys, I'm gonna be back on in 10 minutes. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good.
And looks like
thanks for joining us.
Like he's showing us that he would have gotten it correct, so it didn't matter.
Yes. So we'll take his over trick and 1 imp to bring it, extend the lead slightly further.
57. It's a 57 imp game now. 57 in 1 set. That's what, like almost 4 imps aboard now. You need.
Yeah, I mean it's doable, but it's difficult. So.
Yeah.
It looks like Kolesnik has a very commanding lead.
It actually is the closest under 26 match at the moment in terms of margin. Right. And I don't know what that's supposed to say.
Wait, no, Kolesnik is not. They're up by like 80?
Yeah. This is the closest match.
Sorry. This one is. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, the one we just watched.
It kind of makes sense when you have the sort of the early matches often coming out of the round robin, the placing is maybe a little bit random, and because the placing often in many cases depends on how much you beat up on the weaker teams, rather than it being sort of a perfect measurement of they won the round robin, they're clearly like, and I think in this case like both Juan, Chen and Kolesnik were all kind of in a dead heat in the round robin, where it was just a matter of how badly did they beat up on some of the weaker teams in terms of where they were finishing, and so it looks like Eckert and Jung are pretty much claims. I shouldn't say that, but they have very sizable leads. Yep. And Guy as well, and Silverstein as well. So not necessarily a ton of last segment drama for today, but
for
sure, I'm sure that all the teams that are leading are happy about that though. So yeah, and let's see, how are the U6? It looks like the U16s are. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like the U16s and U26 women are.
We have it on the screen right now.
Oh, cool.
So yep, the run is done, and the top 8 have qualified, and wow, Helen and
Yeah, so it
Nicole
looks
have
like
qualified by less than a VP.
yeah, so it looks
So
like
the bubble
the
was
line between
close.
8th and 9th was rather close there.
In fact, probably you could argue from from third to 8th, from third to 9th, actually, that's 10 VPs between all of them.
Yeah, right. And first and second are kind of a good ways clear.
Yeah.
So this is the first time that the USBF has run some this sort of format in a long time, and the first time they've run a pairs trials since I think 2009, when I participated in them for my that was my first juniors actually.
No way.
Was a pairs trials. But since then, it's we've always done teams, and I think especially for some of these groups where either the players are newer or there's a bit smaller of a field, it is actually kind of nice to run it as a pairs trials because you get well, first of all, you don't get the situation where you have people making teams with friends that maybe aren't the ideal representative teams. And honestly, it's nice to have sort of an opportunity for some of the pairs that otherwise might not know somebody or might be newer and not already know a bunch of people to prove themselves and have a good showing. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so it looks like Ryan
Jeff
and
and
Keining.
Andrew
So both
quite ahead
Wolpert
of the
kits
pack.
made it in just barely. It looks like.
Yep.
So well done to them. I know that one of them had started very strong and one of them had not, and they were sort of fighting to get a spot. So looks like they did. So it's exciting.
Nicely done to them and everyone else who qualified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess 8-pair final should be good. A few of these pairs are in my I guess weekly training group, so happy
No
to see
way.
them here. Yeah. So Kaio and Zinnia and Lee and Jason both are in my we work together usually every week, so happy to see them
Amazing.
both having made it to the final at least. So.
And they're and I believe the top 3 are guaranteed a spot in USA1 or USA2, right?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it's structured. I think the first finisher is guaranteed a place on USA1 maybe, and then
second and third are guaranteed one of the 2 teams, but
yeah,
unclear which
exactly,
team.
and so
the rest are up to the committee.
right, exactly. So there'll be a few people doing review, probably myself included, reviewing a lot of the boards anonymized to where we can't see who the player was or who the pair was. Just looking at were there any standout good or bad plays? Did all the things that happen sort of make bridge sense here? And trying to sort of get a better understanding of sort of how each individual player plays, and then how each pair does as well. Because it's especially with like the U16s, many of them have only been playing for a few years, and many of them either learn very quickly or improve very quickly, to where the player you see and the player you may have seen 6 months ago when you formed an initial opinion is very different from the player that's competing now. So it's nice to sort of have a holistic way to take advantage of that.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and hop off since you guys have probably a couple minutes before the next set goes live. Give you a chance
Sounds
to have a
good.
break.
And thanks for joining us on Commentary, Adam, today.
Yes.
And I'm sure we'll be seeing you, and we'll be happy to have you again tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, I think tomorrow at 11:30 it looks like.
All right, fantastic.
Yes, so I will see you then, and
all right, and
I will probably
we'll be taking a
chat
short break. All right, we'll be taking a short break.